And other big news of the day, Boise State University announcing that Albertsons Stadium will be open to full capacity for the 2021 football season. I can hear Bronco Nation yelling right now in excitement. The school's new athletic director, Jeremiah Dickey, made the announcement in a press conference just this afternoon. Our sports director, Jay Tust, has all the details. Jay, this is big for Bronco Nation.
Yeah, first off, Kim, I got to say, Bronco Nation, I have missed you. It's going to be fun to celebrate weekends once again at a place we're really used to. You know, Kim, life as we knew it is beginning to kind of get closer and closer to normal. But as we get there, we have often been counting up instead of down. Case in point, it's been 535 days since Boise State last played a football game at Albertsons Stadium without attendance limitations. Following today's news, though, we can finally establish a timeline for a countdown, as in Bronco Nation will officially return to the Blue as a family together in exactly 109 days. To offer a little further context on how long it's been since fans gathered at Albertsons Stadium without limitations, 43 of the 88 players currently on the roster have never experienced a traditional game day on the Blue. That's just too bad. They won't have to wait much longer, though. You know, last year, the Broncos only played 3 home games. 2 of those had fans, which were capped at about 1,100. Then there's the fact that this greatly impacts finances. Fans will not only boost morale, but they'll also impact the bottom line.
Since I arrived here, you know, we've talked a lot about revenue generation. We've talked about community impact, and we've talked about student-athlete experience. And announcing this today is something that hits all of those points. This is so important to us as we move forward. We've discussed selling out 6 home football games. I've been very honest and transparent through that process. This is the launching pad to do that.
Exactly. You know, when it comes to selling out games at Albertsons Stadium, Dickey said that he believes Boise State is one of the best brands in college football, which begs the questions. Why can't they sell out every single game? And Kim, in addition to the full capacity, today's news was specifically about football, but it applies to all sports, so that does include men's basketball, which is another significant revenue generator when it comes to attendance.
Yeah, this is such big news and so many implications, as you said, when it comes to just the morale of players and the economy of Boise State. But what about masks, Jay? Will masks be required by fans?
You know, Kim, this is something that's going to be continued to be monitored and discussed over the summer. As we all know, with the pandemic, things can change over time. But those are regulations and requirements that Boise State will figure out and announce as needed once we get a little closer to kickoff of that home opener on September 11th.
All right, going back to what Dickey said about, you know, why aren't we selling out more games?
Yeah.
I could offer my opinion. Those late night games kind of hurt us, Jay, but where are we at in terms of ticket sales now that we're just a few months out?
Yeah, in terms of season ticket sales, Dickey described them as good initially, but he did acknowledge they have kind of plateaued recently. Dickey then said that the season ticket holder renewal rate is right around 75%. Kim, that's pretty typical. He does believe that today's news will provide a spark, though. And another topic that Dickey brought up is community involvement, as in Boise State's involvement in the community. They really look forward to getting back out and interacting with their fans once again and hopefully drumming up more excitement.
All right, I can't let you go without asking one more question because, again, this is such big news. Any update on the potential of alcohol sales at the games? A lot of people thought that this is what the press conference was going to be about.
Exactly, Kim. When we got this email on Sunday night at 5 o'clock, it was very vague. There weren't any specifics, so speculation was flying rampantly.
Yeah.
And one of the thoughts was maybe this means that alcohol will be provided at games this year. Well, Dickey said this, quote, "That's something that we're still navigating and working through." So that was a direct quote from him, so time will tell. I will say this, Kim. There seems to be optimism that it's going to happen sooner than later. Right before the pandemic, more or less the Idaho State Board of Education gave authority to the university to decide what to do with alcohol at sporting events. Boise State has clearly expressed a willingness to provide that accommodation, so it's just going to take a little more time before we figure out those exact details. I will say this, still plenty more on this topic coming up tonight on the news at 6 and at 10 o'clock. We're going to hear a reaction from Boise State football coach Andy Avalos, as well as a few players. Will Hall will have that for you.
I can't believe when you said like 40-something players
almost
haven't experienced.
Half the team.
That's amazing, Jay.
Yeah,
all right.
It's such a cool experience. I'm so excited for half the team now, Kim.
And us, Bronco Nation. All right,
bet.
Jay Tust, sports director. Thanks for breaking that down for us today.